I'd like to speak a bit about an online retreat that we've got coming up with Bodhi College in May. And the theme of this retreat is the Paramis. And these are 10 qualities that we could see as qualities of an awakened heart that we can develop in our formal meditation practice and bring into our lives more generally. So they're qualities that really support us with the personal challenges we face and also the collective challenges that are very much on our mind at the moment in these times. So the Paramis include qualities like generosity and patience, wisdom, truthfulness, and these really can give us a vision of what our practice can be all about. And if you sometimes have those times when you think, well, why am I really doing this? Why am I practicing meditation? Why am I following the path? Well, actually, the 10 qualities give us a really strong sense of where our practice is leading. So just to give you one example, one of the qualities is renunciation. And this is something that these days we might think, well, what does that mean? And if I'm not a nun or a monk, what has renunciation got to do with me? And sometimes it can bring up a sense of deprivation or lack, of somebody saying, oh, we need to give loads of things up. But when we really think of this quality of renunciation, we can see actually it's to do with letting go of that which is unnecessary. So it's a sense of putting something down that we no longer have any need for. And we can see this in different ways. We can see it in terms of thoughts and speech and behavior, ways of being that don't serve us, and also in material terms. And we can contemplate how this quality can really support us to live a more simple life, but also a life that's more joyful. And I think this really has so much to offer all of us these days as we seek to tread more lightly on the earth, but to have a vision of how that is not just good for those around us and for the planet, but also for our own well-being. So just one example of how these qualities can really come into our lives. And I'm very pleased to be doing this as a home retreat because I think this has enormous potential for us. Over the years, I've done many in-person retreats and I really love them and will continue to do those. There's something very special about going to a retreat center to practice. But also there's something really to be gained from bringing our practice right into our homes, bringing our practice right into our familiar environment. And sometimes on an in-person retreat, we're faced with the challenge of how to integrate what we've learned, what we've explored into our everyday lives. But on a home retreat, we're doing that really right from day one. And it can be very helpful to think that the qualities we're developing, they're not somewhere else. It's not in a different place, but actually a different way of being, a different way of living is something we can actually explore where we already are. And the particular challenges of doing that at home are also rich opportunities for learning. And we'll explore these too on retreat. How do we practice a retreat when there may be others in our house, maybe friends or family or partners who are doing other things? So in this way, a home retreat is a very integrated way to practice, and there are particular things that we can learn. So on this retreat, there'll be several times a day where we'll meet together on Zoom and be able to share teachings and practices and interact. But there'll also be plenty of time for you to find your own schedule away from the screen and to create as much as feels possible a sense of retreat in your own home. And there's plenty of scope also to be flexible and to make the retreat fit whatever circumstances that you're in. So I really hope this retreat will be very helpful for many people. I mean, these qualities, wisdom, energy, patience, generosity, truthfulness, and other qualities, they have so much to offer us in these days. And to really think about what they mean. I mean, all of these things, they can sound like a good idea, but how do we really practice them? How do they inform our meditation? And how can they help us to live more wisely in the world today? So I hope this is helpful, and it'd be lovely to see many of you on the retreat.